Game 7, the two best words in sports tonight. The Indiana Pacers blow out the Thunder in Game 6 with a 108-91 game victory. Although I don't really care about the final score, I care about the score after the first three quarters, which was 60-90, the lowest amount of points the Thunder have scored in three quarters in any game in the entire season. I just want to congratulate the Pacers in a really well team victory where, like I said, they just absolutely dominated from the start. Like OKC had a pretty decent start. It was like 10-2 or something. And then the Pacers just went on their run. Second quarter, they went on an even bigger run, like a 22-24-7 run. Then they went on another like 20-5 run. Just an incredible, dominant game that was led by an overall team effort. We had TJ McConnell, 12 points, Pascal 16, Nembhard 17, Toppin 20, Haliburton 14, Nesmith 10 points. That's amazing having, 6 guys with 10 plus points. I was worried about Haliburton, especially with that calf injury. Like, obviously it's the NBA Finals, he's gonna play, but this is an injury that normally would take him out for multiple weeks, so you don't get another injury. Today he looked really good, and I thought he looked really good because he was actually playing beside TJ McConnell a lot in that second quarter when they really started the run, and then Nembhard as well had a much better offensive game. And I just thought that, like, the Pacers just decided, you know what, we are going to pressure and double Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a lot tonight. Like, instead of picking you up half court, and like they said on the broadcast as well, like, instead of Nembhard picking him up like 90 feet, half court, whatever, we're just going to put a lot of pressure, some smart doubles from TJ and Nesmith and Toppin and Pascal, whoever, and we're going to force Shai to have 8 turnovers, a career high, and just have a pretty poor game overall, and just muck up the OKC, who already have like an offense that we've seen in previous games, such as in Game 4, who can really just have an offense that just looks like there's no movement, no ball movement, no assists. Today, they only had 14 assists. And in fact, for the rest of the video, I'm going to be referring to their stats in the first three quarters because the fourth quarter didn't really matter. It was a blowout. So yeah, in the first three quarters, Pacers 90, OKC 60. OKC had 16 turnovers and the Pacers had only 7. In terms of threes, oh my God. At the half, OKC was 1 of 11. They were 3 of 20 after the third quarter. Meanwhile, the Pacers had 14 threes. They got big Nesmith threes, big Toppin threes, which, I mean, he hit 4 threes in this game, 4 of 7. The fact that he's grown so much as a three-point shooter is just amazing. Steals, the Pacers had 12 steals in the first three quarters. OKC had only the second half in the season where they had 0 steals, obviously by the turnovers. Like they barely were not able to turn over the Pacers at all. The Pacers didn't record a turnover until like 9 minutes in the second quarter. Like they were very well keeping the ball. Fast break points 19-5. Assists 21 Pacer assists to only 6 assists for the OKC Thunder, who had also 0 assists in that second quarter. That second quarter really blew open the game, 17-36. That's a quarter where only Shai and J-Dub scored any points at all. Let's look more deeply at that second quarter. That second quarter they were 6 of 17. They missed all their threes, 7 turnovers, no assists. That's just not a game that you can win. You can't. That's a quarter where you absolutely lose as well, because TJ McConnell just in that second quarter alone had he had 8 points, 4 rebounds, a big offensive rebound. He was rebounding the heck out of the ball, 4 of 5. He was able to get down in the paint, just attack the basket, and then not even go for layups, but just those like 6-7 foot jumpers that he did. He absolutely cooked Kenrich Williams on one. He's cooking on that spin move as well. Pascal as well, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. Had that, oh my God, that insane dunk, that fast break, the Haliburton pass, the Siakam dunk. I was screaming, pounding the wall. It was such an exciting dunk. And then he had the turnaround to end the half. beautiful. And then we also had Ben Shepherd hit a 3 to go up by 30 to end the third quarter. That was also beautiful. Nembhard 3 steals, 17 points. It felt like offensively he was able to play a lot better, because like their defense, like they weren't like tiring themselves out kind of trying to defend Shea. Like obviously Shea, we'll talk about it, 21 points, 7 of 15, 8 turnovers, obviously is poor. It felt like just many drives where as soon as he got like even remotely close to the rim, he had 2 guys on him, which led to him forcing a lot of bad shots early on. And then if he picked up the ball, he was hounded. That's also why he got a bunch of turnovers. Jalen Williams, 16 points, 6 of 13, negative 40 on the game. Back-to-back 40 pieces from him, which is really funny. And then, like I said, this is a game where offensively, obviously you're worried about how well Haliburton is going to play. He looked very comfortable out there. Obviously, again, he didn't handle the ball as much as he should, which led to a lot of TJ pushing the pace, a lot of Nembhard as well. And then Haliburton was able to just get like multiple threes. He got 3 threes, 1 step back one that was just like, oh my God, I thought you were injured, bro. What happened? I didn't know you didn't need a calf to do that. Nesmith with 10 points, 2 threes, which were both that one fast break one where Miles Turner, I believe, kind of got the steal, the fumble. I don't know who had it. He also blocked Chet Holmgren on a 3. Chet Holmgren did not play well in that game. But yeah, a pass to Haliburton, no dribble, pass to Siakam, and then pass to Nesmith in the corner for the 3. Just really fun, entertaining Pacers basketball. And in a game where the Pacers just beat the OKC in their own game. OKC, unlike Game 4, cannot come back from such a poor assisting game, 3-point shooting game, and defensively, they looked very frazzled, especially in that second quarter. They looked like, man, how we can't stop these guys, and that's really the beauty of Indiana's offense, which everyone has talked about, is the fact that like they had 6 dudes go for 10 plus points. So like with a defense like OKC, they are often able to, they have enough awesome defensive guys to be able to like withhold anybody from really going off by themselves. But in this type of game where the Pacers were quite easily able to pass the ball around, they have many guys who are able to just take opportunities, attack, drive, pass, and then make threes. Like, it's just a very obviously a winning strategy. These 2 teams have been the 2 most winningest teams since January 1st of this year for a reason. And now we're going to be going into a Game 7. I mean, this is a series that I and multiple people said this would be in 5 games. Pacers, we had fun, but, you know, we are going to go win in 5 games. And then let me just recount. I mean, Game 1, we had a game winner, a game where the Pacers led for literally like the 0.3 seconds left after the game winner. Game 2, I'll give it to you. That one wasn't that interesting. OKC kind of won in that one a lot. And then in Game 3, a Pacers win, go up 2-1. You had a Haliburton with 22, 9, and 11. You had 27 points from Benedict Mathurin. You had a good supporting cast with TJ and Pascal. Pascal, who has been the most consistent player in this series, I would say. I'm going to say it right now. And then Game 4 was also super fun. We had the Pacers in the lead for most of it. They had a 10-point lead in the third quarter. The Thunder played disgusting. Again, very little assists, only 3 threes for the whole game. And yet we got Shea with 15 points in the last 5 minutes, just taking over. Then Game 5, a decisive Game 5, 2-2 series. We got Jalen Williams, biggest game of his career, put down 40 points. As well, Shea 30 and 11, and you get a complete shutout of Haliburton, who also got injured. And then tonight, Game 6, the season, your life is on the line. The Pacers, guess what? You absolutely dominate on both sides, offensively and defensively. You just absolutely destroy the Thunder. Give them zero chance to come back or make any type of run anywhere. You had a great Pascal game. Again, that dunk, so good. And now we got a Game 7, first Game 7 in 9 years. There have only been 5 Game 7s in this century. Last one, obviously, 2016. We get, like, as people very rightfully say one of the best finals game 7 ever, probably the best, actually no, the best game 7 finals ever, one of the best final series ever. And in this final series, this year, Pacers OKC, where a lot of people, including myself, saw how dominant OKC was throughout the playoffs for the most part and throughout the season. And you see the Pacers, who were also quite dominant and had like crazy wins over really good opponents. It just felt like, man, this offense versus this defense, we're gonna get some pretty good games. But like in the back of your head, you're like, I don't know, man. OKC has just kind of figured out and stopped anybody from going off. To get a series like this, not just going 7, but to have multiple entertaining games. All these games I've listed outside of game 2 had crazy performances, crazy moments, pretty close overall. Like none of them, like I said, other than the game 2, were really big blowouts. The fact that we're getting in game 7 is just an absolute blessing, and I'm very excited. And the best part about game 7 is like everything that we've talked about, all these things, all these strategies, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, there's going to be only 48 minutes left of NBA basketball for the season and to crown the champion. And anything can really happen. You can have Pascal 30 points, or you can have Halliburton, suddenly his calf doesn't hurt, triple double from him, 15 assists, 25 points. We can have Shea 50 points, J-Dub 40 points, maybe Chet will play good again. We can have any number of role players. Maybe Lou Dort is the champion, he gets 5 threes. Maybe Alex Caruso gets 7 steals. Maybe we get Benedict Mathurin put down another 30-point game. Maybe somebody has a really bad game, somebody doesn't make any shots like Halliburton did before, or maybe we get a blowout. Anything, let's just not get a blowout. Let's just end this series, end this season off with a brand new champion in a wonderful series. Who cares about all these ratings stuff? Because we're hopefully gonna get a really fun game 7. And yeah, man, let's just pray. Talk to you again after game 7. Didn't make a video about the Desmond Bane trade. Maybe we'll talk about that before the draft and all that. Overall, I think it was a good trade. But yeah, man, game 7, Sunday. Anything can happen. We'll see what happens in just a few days. Take care.